It's dinner time.
Well, for most, eating is a time of joy, quiet, peace. It's where families get together and enjoy each other's company. But for parents, this can be more like a battlefield. Your kid wants to play with their toys, they want to watch TV, they want to throw food at you, they want to do anything else but eat. This happens over and over and over again to the point that you just want to give up. So what do you do? Hi, my name is Joanna. I'm an early childhood educator, a Montessori teacher. I studied autism and behavioral science. I've worked with hundreds of kids with varying developmental needs, and this is what I would do in this situation. I've seen a lot of parents get frustrated when children don't listen to them. I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. Despite what media tells you about how children are wild, out of control, and just so loud, this isn't always true. Your child is capable of more than you can imagine. So let me tell you the one thing you can do to get your child to the dinner table when it's time to eat. Develop standards. In any situation, if you are expecting your child to behave a certain way, you need to develop a clear standard of what this needs to look like. For example, in this situation, what do you want your child to do when it's time to eat? Do you want them to sit down, to finish what's in their mouth before speaking, to communicate their wants and needs using appropriate words and gestures? If you don't develop a standard, then you might get stuck in a vicious cycle of getting upset at your child without a clear solution. Standards will help you develop measurable goals that your child can meet. Now, once you have developed these standards, this is when the teaching comes in. Since every culture and family is different, everyone has a different set of standards in their home. For instance, I'm Filipino, and growing up in my family, the standard set at the dinner table was finish everything on your plate. Now, my siblings and I developed our own unspoken agreement about something we would say during dinner to meet the standard. You see, we learned at an early age that if we complained and didn't finish everything that my mom cooked, like this bitter melon, then she was going to cook it again the next day, and the day after that, and the day after that, until we finished everything on our plate. So my siblings and I would either starve or we would have to numb our taste buds. So when we caught on to what she was doing, every night when we would all gather for dinner, what we started saying was, "Masarap ng luto mo, ma," which means, "Your cooking is so delicious, ma." This way, my mom stopped cooking what we didn't actually like. Unfortunately, this worked only for a little while as my mom caught on pretty quickly to our strategy. Point is, if you have a standard, you need to stick to it. Maybe don't go into extremes like my mom did, but you get the point. So here are 5 things you can do to help you develop standards for a more harmonious dinner time. Number 1, prep them. If you just asked your child to come for dinner and they've already started an activity beforehand, then allow them to finish the activity first. Sometimes children do need some time to prep their minds what is going to happen next. Number 2, lead them. After prepping your child, you need to lead them. Once you've told your child they can finish their current activity before coming for dinner, ensure that they don't start a new activity afterwards. You want to teach them that once you've said something, that they follow through with it, and that they don't act upon their own impulses. Habits are formed through repetition, so instead, what you can do if they try to move on to another activity is block them from gaining access to it, and state that it is now time for dinner and that they need to go. Take note that you don't want to restrain them by holding on to them, as this may become a learned behavior. Now, this process may take a while, so please be patient. Number 3, be gentle and direct. You want to teach your child, not scare them. Teaching is all about developing a relationship with them. Now, you can't get through to what's going on inside if they're afraid to approach you. So talk to your child the way you want them to respond the first time you say it. If you end up yelling at your child, they'll slowly learn that you need to yell before they need to listen. The point of all this is that you want to teach your child that your words hold value and should not be ignored. Number 4, be persistent. If your child is already used to certain routines, then their habits might be harder to break. Regardless, be persistent. State to your child what they need to do and ensure that they do it. In this case, they will come to understand that regardless of what they say or do, you will not stop. In some cases, you may sound like a broken record saying the same thing over and over again, but eventually they'll understand that you're not going to stop, and so they will just do it. This will become easier in the future as they begin to understand what your standards are and that you're not going to compromise them regardless of what they do. Number 5, reinforce their behavior. Make sure that when they do comply with your instructions, you reinforce this behavior for the future by giving them something they may want. This can be as simple as complimenting them by saying something like, "Nice listening," or telling them that they can continue their activity after dinner. It is crucial that you don't tell them beforehand what you will give them if they listen. By doing that, you will be bribing your child, and they will learn to depend and wait for your bribes before listening. How about you? What do you do to get your child prepared for dinner? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please share it with your family and friends. Tag them below. And also, subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more videos like this. This is Joanna from Fresh Parenting, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!